Imagine you wake up and you realize your wife's water broke, but then you find out you never got your driver's license because you didn't feel like getting it. So now you have to help your wife give birth. The reason you should listen is because getting your driver's license is a must-have for someone's life. And my thesis statement is, it is fun to have a driver's license and opens many opportunities for one, and it also could be a lifesaver. My credibility statement is I have had my driver's license for a few years now, and I've also been driving since I was 14 years old and 14 years and 9 months old. First, we will discuss how much freedom you will get with it. Next, we will cover how getting a license can open up many job opportunities. And finally, we will talk about how it can be a lifesaver if you have one. We will now discuss how much freedom you get with having a driver's license. When you get your driver's license, there's nothing stopping you from just taking a car and traveling the world besides someone's parents, but you can go to a friend's place whenever you want. You can decide to go on a vacation wherever you want, depending on how far you are willing to drive. You can also just go on adventures when you're bored if you're willing to spend the gas money. So now that we have talked about how much freedom a driver's license can grant one person, we will now move on to how many opportunities it can give to a person. You could take the opportunity of getting a job with it. You could become an Uber driver, delivery guy, mailman, even a truck driver. It's all up to you. It could be the beginning of a future job or career. You could also be a designated driver for friends or family that allow you to make sure people get home safe. Now that I've told you how it opens opportunities for a person with their driver's license, I will now move on to my last point, which is how it can be a lifesaver. When you get your driver's license, it can be a lifesaver in many situations. For example, you could be put into the situation like I used in my attention getter. You could save your wife's and future child's life by rushing them to the hospital in that instance. But if you have your driver's license, you can drive anyone in need of medical attention to the hospital instead of calling for an expensive ambulance. So it saves you money too. Now I will review my main points. First, we discussed how much freedom you get with it. Secondly, we went over the opportunities it can give a person. Finally, I talked about how it can be a lifesaver. It is fun to have a driver's license and opens many opportunities for one, and it can also be a lifesaver. And to close, in conclusion, I want to say, get your driver's license if you don't already. You don't want to help someone give birth, so I get your driver's license so you can drive them to the hospital.